It's good to diversify your revenue streams, but we believe certain standards should be maintained. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 WTF celebrity endorsed products.
Get yourself decon roach traps. No poisons and no spraying.
For this list, we're looking at the weirdest pairings of celebrity faces and products to ever hit the shelves of your local department store, to be featured in a television commercial, or find its way into the world of online shopping.
Now just push that on that handle and you're cooking.
Don't you have to defrost this first? Want to be raw on the inside and burnt on the outside?
No defrosting.
Number 10, Pizza Hut and Mikhail Gorbachev. Pizza Hut is a beloved American chain, so who in his or her right mind thought that the former leader of the Soviet Union was an appropriate pick for this? Sure, he and his granddaughter made for an admittedly charming pair when they appeared in this 1997 television ad.
Sometimes nothing brings people together like a nice hot pizza from Pizza Hut.
But what exactly was the marketing team thinking when they pitched this? His policies have largely been credited with bringing democracy, capitalism, and depending on who you ask, economic ruin to the former USSR. So maybe him working alongside a capitalist mega franchise actually kind of makes sense? But with such a divisive legacy, Mr. Gorbachev seems like way too controversial a figure for this to feel like a good PR move. Number 9, Trump Steaks.
Until now, you could only enjoy steaks of this quality in one of my resort restaurants or America's finest steakhouses, but now that's changed.
Speaking of world leaders in food, before making a splash in government affairs, America's loudest businessman tried his hands at the high-end steak market.
Trump steaks are the world's greatest steaks, and I mean that in every sense of the word.
We shouldn't have been surprised, but this one was just weird, even for him. First off, why steak? Secondly, why sell them exclusively through The Sharper Image, a brand that describes itself as a purveyor of home electronics, high-tech lifestyle gadgets, and innovative gifts? Where the heck does steak fit into that picture?
Treat yourself to the very, very best life has to offer. And as a gift, Trump steaks are the best you can give.
While Trump maintains that his steak business is going strong, others cite that it's one of his financial blunders.
You know how long it took for him to go bankrupt on that one? 2 months.
Number 8, Sofia Mini by Francis Ford Coppola Winery. This isn't your typical wine named after a member of the Coppola family. This particular product is a can of wine.
Sofia Mini, these are cute. I mean, it comes with a straw.
Yes, while Francis has named a reserve after himself, a lovely red after his wife Eleanor, and encouraged his granddaughter to produce an entire line of Gia by Gia Coppola wines for the family business, the mini version of Sofia's Blanc de Blanc somehow wound up in a tin can.
Not mad at it. I'm not.
Sure, you can get some other wines from her line in bottled format, but you can't help but assume that this dazzling pink packaging is a bit off. After all, she's not Paris Hilton, she's an incredibly talented, serious filmmaker. Anyway, anyone up for a can of wine?
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Kampai.
Number 7, Hulk Hogan's Pastamania.
And with Pastamania running through my brain, who's gonna beat Big Bubba tonight, Hulkamaniacs?
The glorious world of celebrity restaurants. You've got Ryan Gosling's Tangine, Chris North's Cutting Room, Justin Timberlake's Southern Hospitality Barbecue, and of course, Robert De Niro's multiple eateries, including the legendary Tribeca Grill. Terry Jean Bollea, aka Hollywood Hulk Hogan, aka Mr. America, aka Sterling Golden, aka Terry Boulder, aka Ichiban has never been one to miss out on a celebrity cliche, be it in a sex scandal or poorly named countertop grill.
Hot, 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 hot sandwiches right now.
So, in 1995, he opened his own celebrity restaurant, Pastamania. It was described as a quick-serve pasta restaurant, reportedly featuring the Hulkster's favorite international pasta dishes.
You better tighten up that waistline, brother, because the Hulkster's slim and trim. I've been eating my Pastamania.
It lasted less than 1 year, and maybe that had something to do with the quality of the pasta.
What you gonna do, Pastamaniacs, when Pastamania runs wild on you, brothers?
Number 6, David Lynch Signature Cup Organic Coffee.
Follow the finger is organic espresso. This is house roast.
Oddball filmmaker to coffee roaster doesn't seem like the most natural transition. But when you consider the attention paid to a good cup of coffee in his series Twin Peaks, this particular product becomes a little bit easier to swallow.
This is, excuse me, a damn fine cup of coffee.
Despite the fact that the coffee was first released in 2006, it wasn't until 2012 that any sort of official commercial was filmed. During that time, a whole slew of fan-made Lynch-inspired commercials began to pop up.
That's good!
An official 2015 commercial for this mysterious brew, directed by Lynch's own daughter, Jennifer Lynch, shows that eccentric filmmaking basically runs in the family.
I want to feel good. I wanna feel good.
Number 5. New Super Mario Bros. 2 and Penelope Cruz.
You know what you have to do.
Okay, bring it on.
When you see commercials for video games, the actors involved are typically unknowns. Or maybe you remember this particular SNES commercial, which featured a pre-fame Paul Rudd.
When you decide to get serious, there's only one place to come. The games of Super Nintendo.
Sure, massive mobile games like Game of War Fire Age got Kate Upton, and Mobile Strike hired Arnie, but those are more like exceptions than the rule.
Come on, my friend, we can do it.
Seeing an A-list celebrity casually playing Mario on a Nintendo 3DS already feels like a bit of a Twilight Zone type viewing experience. But when you see this sex symbol dressed up as the titular plumber, mustache and all, we officially level up in terms of weird. Add Penelope's strikingly similar looking sister Monica to the mix, and you've got a celebrity endorsement for the ages. Not necessarily a good one though.
Who is the champion now? Luigi.
No!
Number 4. Durex Condoms and JLS.
Right, put them back. It's probably just best to put them back.
What's sexier than 4 strapping young British men who can sing? The possibility of bringing something officially endorsed by them into direct contact with your genitals, apparently. Teaming up with Durex to release a line of condoms using the initials of their band, JLS, to spell Just Love Safe. The boxes even featured a headshot of a band member. You know, just in case you'd rather stare at one of them as opposed to your actual partner during intercourse. They've been the butt end of jokes for a number of years, but we suppose we can't fault them too much for trying to promote safe sex.
Okay, so you get a girl back, the only box left is not your own. Is that gonna be a bit weird?
Number 3. I Can't Believe It's Not Butter and Ozzy Osbourne.
What the am I doing? I'm stuck on the Weather Channel.
Trying to understand the Prince of Darkness often feels like a hopeless endeavor.
What is this? Where am I, man?
Space Age shit.
The nightmare continues. Nightmare in Beverly Hills.
Although Ozzy's onstage antics have calmed with age, he's still confusing the world with his choices, keeping us on our toes as he careens through life like a pinball. The Osbournes' reality show was a hit, opening the door for Ozzy to get involved with mainstream promotional gigs like World of Warcraft and Guitar Hero. In 2006, likely inspired by the idea of domestic Ozzy as popularized by his reality show, he was chosen to star in this butter replacement commercial.
I'm really digging this cooking vibe, man. Okay, pass me the butter then. All right, man.
It was odd, and honestly, a little embarrassing. But hey, swallowing the head of a bat really isn't easy, and we're betting that this product would help it go down a bit easier.
Fairy cakes! I'm the Prince of Darkness, I'm doing rock cakes. Yeah, me too, man. I can't tell the difference, can you?
Number 2, Victoria Secret and Bob Dylan.
Answer, my friend, is a blowing in the wind.
Bob Dylan is many things: a poet, an incredibly talented songwriter, a Nobel Prize winner, and a legendary ladies' man. But the folk legend that brought us such hits as Maggie's Farm, Hurricane, and Mr. Tambourine Man seems like the least appropriate person to be selling women's lingerie.
Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy, and there is no place I'm going to.
It's an undeniably odd pairing, but what makes this endorsement even stranger is Bob Dylan's reputation for being notoriously reclusive and generally shunning fame.
I see lovers in the meadow.
This is a man who told the Nobel Prize Committee that he would not be attending the ceremony for his own award. So, how Victoria's Secret ever convinced him to participate in this ad is beyond most fans. And true to form, Mr. Dylan has never explained himself. But hey, here's a stab in the dark: money.
Just don't know what to do. I'd give anything to be with you.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Stallone high protein pudding, vanilla cream, 20 grams of protein, low carbs, sugar free,
1
100
carb.
calories.
What a misprint. How dare them do that?
1 carb.
He sees that nail polish really makes girls feel good. There's some glitter and shimmer. There's something in the One Less Lonely Girl collection for anybody.
Number 1, Hanes Beauty Mist Pantyhose and Joan Namath.
Somehow, everything looks better through Beauty Mist.
Especially your legs.
What's weirder, Bob Dylan and lingerie, or this NFL Hall of Famer teaming up with Hanes to hawk pantyhose? In the end, Joe took home the win, edging out his competition by actually putting the women's clothing on himself.
You got to give credit where credit is due.
Athletes frequently endorse apparel and footwear, but their presence is usually used to convey strength and high performance.
This commercial will prove to the women of America that Beauty Mist pantyhose can make any legs look like $1 million.
In this case, however, Namath's masculinity was used to showcase the transformative power of Hanes stockings. Even his legs looked good in them. It caused quite the controversy in 1974, making many fans uncomfortable.
Everything was Joe Namath, and he could handle it.
But Namath should be commended for being unafraid to embrace his feminine side in a field where such a thing was unthinkable at the time.
Now, I don't wear pantyhose, but if Beauty Mist can make my legs look good, imagine what they'll do for yours.
Do you agree with our list?
Smile better.
Oh, smile better. I bet you would do with them on.
What do you think are the most bewildering celebrity-endorsed products?
And I've eaten so many Hulkaroos and Hulk-Yous, I kind of feel sorry for Big Bubba, brother.
For more long-lasting top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Seems that the enemy has hit a bit of a wall. Mobile Strike. Download and play now, free from the App Store.